Hey guys, I want to say I don't actually watch a whole lot of anime anymore. What I do is I read manga, webtoons, manhwa. To be fair, I've always done that way more than I watch anime. But yeah, any kind of comic online that isn't usually developed by the West, I tend to read. Because no offense to Western comics, and I might get shit for this, but so much of the art is just hard on the eyes. Anyway, I digress. Each video, I'll tell you about the new stories I've begun reading, because I literally devote most of my spare time looking for the next best thing to read. Like, I'm not even kidding. I constantly have a tab open in my browser for a genre of webtoons that I'm currently obsessed with. Right now it's isekai. For a while it was Otome Villainess Reincarnations, which yes, I am classifying as a whole genre on its own. Anyway, so this is enough spiel for you. For ease of me talking about this shit, I'm gonna refer to them all as manga, even though I know they're not all manga, but just get used to it, okay? Also, the unfortunate thing about being primarily an English-only reader, since I'm language illiterate in literally every fucking other language, is that I am predominantly reliant on scanlations. Yes, I'm that type of person. Ahoy! Let me don ye old tricon and sail the seas, my brothers. Also, a quick shout out to Surfshark for letting me access shit when I live in a country that currently blocks a lot of scanlation aggregators. Not sponsored, by the way, I just am appreciative of the services. Bro, for a second you thought, damn, I only have like 20 subs, no one is sponsoring this shit. Back to the point. Because I am reliant on scanlations, it means that I would say almost 80% of the manga I read ends up becoming licensed, and I am no longer able to access it, and the stories I read never come to an end. I'm not mad about that, it just means that my reviews and summaries may not encapsulate the story fully, so please be aware of that when I speak about them. It also means I'll try to let you know how much I've gotten up to, let you know if spoilers are incoming, and let you know if, to my knowledge, it's been licensed. So after you've skipped my intro, I'll always supply pinned timecodes because some people aren't into useless rambling. Here are the 5 manga I've recently gotten into. I'll also add timecodes to a TLDR summary for the end of my rants as well, if you're literally just here to hear that. Watenia Senki. Absolutely fucking sucked me in right from the get-go. Such a clean and slick looking manga. The action is beautiful and there's so much soul in it. I've been reading a lot of twisted isekai lately. Think of things along the lines of Shield Hero, but much worse, where the main protagonist is not just morally grey, but black. And that's part of the charm of those types of isekai. That's their draw. That the hero isn't a hero, but a monster who's been released to become the true beast they were meant to be. However, Watenia Senki is a breath of fresh air. It presents a main character who, while, as is characteristic of isekai, is OP as fuck, still presents themselves in such a way that I don't hate them. Granted, the manga starts off with the same feeling as many others, wherein the summoning that brought the main character into the world isn't what it seems, but almost immediately it feels different. It presents other characters, gives information as it feels the need to. I read through every scanlated chapter of Watenia Senki in just 2 hours. It was honestly just great. I am a fast reader, but I couldn't press the next key fast enough. I love the main character, and we rarely see a character balance their total overpowering strength with intelligence. He also is able to balance that edge between too fucking edgy for me and a decent fucking human being, which seems like it should be easier than it sounds. And there's a reason there's a way he is the way he is. I almost couldn't fucking believe it when I was reading it, it was just so damn good. It's like when you're browsing through Manganello summaries, checking the inane comments, and you see that one meme, you know this meme, yeah, that one. This is it. This is gold, my friends. Oh yeah, casual warning, it is tagged as harem, and yeah, he gets all the girls, but come on, if you're a seasoned veteran of isekai like I am, it's almost part of the trope of the summoned, alright? Right. That's another thing. Whilst the female characters are secondary, mostly, they're almost surprisingly well-rounded. As I read, I kept thinking it would remove their personalities, turn them into purely tools to show that the main character was so smexy that he could dominate everything. And while, yes, to an extent, they do serve that purpose, they're also fully capable of their own personhood. Unfortunately, yeah, there's still some skeevy undertones, but that's pretty much on point for izakaya this time. I could go on about this manga, but seriously, if you need a palate cleanser from the too edgy for me crowd that followed in waves after Shield Hero, give Watenia Senki a go. You won't regret it. It's just good, alright?
部族諸君に転載してから今度は君に好きと言いたい.
Say that again 5 times in a row. Anyway, so I have mixed feelings about this one. It's less izakaya and more like an Otome Villainess reincarnation, with the twist being it's about a dude, and another twist being it's not an Otome, and another twist being that it's not a villain. Your eyebrows furrow when you start. Wait, then how is it? Never mind that, just listen. It's about a guy being sucked into an anime to take on the life of one of the characters. Interestingly enough, the character he becomes isn't the main character, but something of the in-manga anime's anti-hero. From what I can gather about this character of the in-manga anime, is that he accepted his role as a hated person to protect the person he loved. The in-manga fandom of the anime declared him to be their favorite character, despite the fact he acted like a dick the entire time in the anime until it was revealed what he actually did, and then he became the fan favorite. Right. So, when the main character takes over this character, it's actually just the beginning of the anime, right? And the main character decides he will still be this character, but better. He won't accept the hate. He will continue to protect the girl he loves, and he will eventually lose some weight. Wait. Did I just say wait? Yeah, I said that. So, as you may have gathered by the title, and if you know any Japanese, you could very well recognize the word Buddha, which means pig. Right. So he's fat, right? That's how you know he's hated. 'Cause he's unattractive. 'Cause he's fat. And it's his goal. And let me reiterate this, the actual character is not a bad person, though he sometimes acts like it. He's just fat. But to be worthy of confessing his love, he wants to lose weight. Well, I suppose they had to give him a goal, because, as is the norm, he's totally fucking OP. All of the spirits in this world love him, which means he's super totally pro at magic. He also sometimes falls into being a total douchebag. He's not that smart, and I don't tend to enjoy that in the manga I read, but whatever, we'll see where it goes. He does get some pretty cool moments though, that are constantly punctuated by the I'm glad I exercised, or I would be out of breath by now. So, yeah. Anyway, in regards to... Holy fuck, I forgot the dude's name is literally Slow. That's his name. And everyone basically calls him Piggy Slow. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. Female character-wise, and I don't want to be that person who always talks about how the chicks are nothing but lamps. But yeah, they serve their purpose in supporting Slow to become a better person. A lot of them are traumatized. I am a fan of where they are going with Slow's platonic friendships though. It looks like the real main of the in-manga anime is going to end up his rivalistic friend. Think Sasuke Naruto, except without the whole homoerotic tension. Or is there? This manga is like watching a parody of bullying, but then realizing it might actually be real, but everyone is still laughing, so you kind of laugh along, so they don't bully you, and you even join in a little, but the person you're bullying is laughing too, so you're not sure how to feel. It's entertaining and it'll fill some sort of hole in your soul, but who knows at what cost. I'm being a little hard on it, but honestly, Slow? Piggy Slow? Who the fuck? Tsuchika Hima Monogatari. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I did not read the tags on this one when I clicked on the only chapter that mangadex has up. Safe to say, the last 2 pages of chapter 1 were not what I was expecting to lay my eyes on. Anyway, plot-wise, it's a little hard to go off just one single chapter, but as is common in basically anything I read nowadays, the main character dies and is reincarnated into a different world this time. Not a game, not a book, not an anime, and no, they weren't summoned. So it's a straight... not straight. It's just a reincarnation isekai. Okay, so... the main character is a dude before he dies, but when he reincarnates, he's a girl. Specifically, if I'm reading him it right, he's a princess. So you're treated to the almost exact moment in Scooby-Doo where Fred's protoplasmic head is momentarily in Daphne's body.
Hey, I can look at myself naked.
And you get this, and this. Anyway, the first chapter is just the main character waking up in their new body, and then she gets really close to a maid who is cliché-ly checking her temperature. And for some reason, the maid thinks the maid is about to kiss her. And I was like, as if the maid would be about to kiss you. First of all, you're a hime, and she's a maid. Second of all, you're like 12 or something, and that maid has got to be 20-something. And then the last 2 pages happened, and I furiously clicked back to the main page to check the tags. Oh, right. That checks out. Read it if you want to be slightly aroused but mostly confused and also kind of entertained. Cute art, strangely perverted characters. A mixture of what you kinda want in a Yuri Isekai. But if you're really into Yuri Isekai, I actually read an anthology of that you might like a little more. But it's a little bit different, so yeah. Akiyaku Reijo no Narimashita. Not much to say on this front, but it's been done before and it's been done better. The art is nice though. But the uploads are kinda grossly small. I don't know, I don't pay so I can't complain. To give you a little teaser, Truck-kun made a brief cameo and lovingly sends the main character, who had previously been a part-timer obsessed with Otome games, into one of them, and she becomes the villainess. Yawn. But, wait, what's this? A conversation with the god of the realm? Oh, this is more like shonen-centered isekai. Sign me up! But then it just does the same damn thing every other Otome Villainess reincarnation manga does. I'll avoid the destruction flags. Blah. I never thought I'd get sick of that phrase, but goddamn, this main character has 2 peanuts and a nickel for a brain, and she doesn't think through any of her actions. It's only 4 chapters in, but I really want a death ending for her. I'm being harsh though. My Otome Villainess reincarnation standards are way too high at this point. Been there, done that. Read Miss Not-So-Little-Sidekick instead. Or Otome game no Hametsu flag shikanai Akiyaku Reijo ni tensai shite shimata. The OG. If you need more extra like that, slide into my DMs, I'll fucking hook you up, my man. Otome Villainess reincarnation manga are my fucking thing. Kojin Tama. Oh, hell yeah. You need some cuteness? I've got you fucking covered. Eat it up in goddamn chapter loads. However, if the cover is anything to go by, soon we'll be losing these chubby-faced babies and getting older versions, which is depressing. However, to tell you a little bit about it all, the main dude is reincarnated into another world, and I think he chooses to become a tamer? Wait, who the hell did he used to be? Holy shit, it's been so long since I started to read this one. I read chapter 7 just now, but let me just reread all of 1 to 6, since I apparently don't remember a goddamn thing. Alright, so this story just fucking dismisses the reincarnation aspect of this in like a single goddamn chapter. He gets like 5 skills, and this skimpily clad child sends him onwards. Who drew this? This isn't cute. This is almost a trap. Who even cares about who he used to be? I don't. I just want to look at these cuties wandering around the forest. Look at this shit. Anyway, spoilers. This story is about him growing up with his catgirl orphan sister, and then just learning to be people in this new world. It's like that one time you held a baby and it smelled really good. but then realized you were holding a living, breathing, sentient person that just so happened to be tiny, and their potential to live or die was dependent solely upon the fact you did not drop them right this moment. Cuteness in my isekai? It's more likely than you think. Cute and worth a read if you just want to watch a reasonably good child doing reasonably good child things in a reasonably good fantasy world with reasonably cute characters. Actually, I take that summary back. Calming. That's it. This manga is calming. Anyway, those are the 5 manga that I've started reading lately, but those are only 5 that I've read today. Actually, yesterday, since I'm recording this day after. I've got a list of, let me check, 3 pages of Manga Nello, 3 pages of mangadex, and 37 pages of Manga Fox. I used to use Manga Fox a lot back in high school, and it took me 2 years to open a Manga Nello account, even though I was using it for a full 2 years. And it also took me another 2.5 years of using mangadex to actually make an account there as well. I used to be super reluctant to give out my deets, but I'm pretty blasé about it these days. So fuck it. Anyway, that's it for these 5 manga. There's literally nothing that links my taste in manga together. I'll read basically whatever. So if you want me to read something, hopefully nothing like One Piece or something I'll need to dedicate the rest of my life to reading, I can give it a go, give it a review, or whatever these are. Recommendations, slam dunks. I'll Weeaboo review them. Okay. This video is going to be way longer than I wanted, but whatever, join me again in the future for more of me talking shit about shit. Shit. 3rd time's the charm, am I right?